Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, we finally finished the 4th class trial. I am very excited to be moving on from this chapter. I'm hoping that chapter 5 is a lot better. Now then, where were we? With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. I would put money on him being Nagito. There is absolutely going to be a divide. There already is a divide because Nagito he's been speaking down to everyone. Nagito now knows the truth. He claimed that the file was only Hajime's profile. That's bullshit. That is 100% bullshit with how he's speaking to everyone. He has everyone's profiles. I am convinced of that. He knows that everyone is an agent of despair. There is already a divide, and I think it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get more extreme. Was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Sir? Sir? You look demented, sir. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. Bitch! 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 That's the only thing I can't say. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well...
I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Here's the thing, he's saying he's found the identity of their true enemy. It's the word true. Because if you take that, just at face value, then it's like, oh, he's found out the identity of the traitor. But in my opinion, the traitor isn't the traitor. The traitor has to be Chiaki. I did her free time events, and the last one all but confirmed that she's a member of the simulation. She is not a real person in a physical sense. So if you took it just as that, then it's like, oh, he's figured out that Chiaki is the traitor. However, it's the word true. I figured out my true enemy, or our true enemy. Because true implies that there is a fake enemy, i.e. the traitor. I think that the traitor is trying to help them all. I think this is a rehabilitation simulation. Therefore, the traitor is not their enemy. Everything Nagito does is for hope. It's all for hope. And I believe that everyone here is an agent of despair. So with that in mind, when he says, I figured out our true enemy, I think he means everyone. That's why he's been acting so hostile, because he realizes, oh shit, everyone here is an agent of despair, including myself. This cannot stand. They're our true enemy. Or we're our true enemy. Grammar. Confusion. I don't think it's simple. Nothing about Nagito is simple. Nothing about him is simple. Alright! Monokuma has arrived! Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Well...
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. Here's the thing, he could be lying to Monokuma. Because now Nagito has just gone full liar mode, so he could be lying here. But why bother? Why bother lying to Monokuma? Because Monokuma isn't going to do jack shit. Lying to the students? Yeah, because they'll talk to each other. Monokuma isn't going to help everyone out, though. He could use it to create chaos, sure, but... Like I said, it's the thing before, the true enemy. I found out the true identity, excuse me. The identity of the true enemy. Why bother adding the word true? True implies there's a fake enemy. I don't think he's realized about Chiaki. I think it's that everyone is an agent of despair. I think that's what he's found out. Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah? What about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right! I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making!
But...
If this file even contains information about the traitor... Chiaki can't be real. She can't be real. Her final event, it damn near confirmed that she was incapable of leaving the simulation. She is a part of it. She cannot be real. One of two things. Either Chiaki's student profile is fake, or it is real. Because there were two Chiakis. This Chiaki is fake. She's in the simulation. But that's not to say that she wasn't based off someone. Usami's kind of odd when you think about it. Usami as a... What I mean by that is that Usami is very two-dimensional. And that could just be her writing, but... How do I put it? Usami feels like an AI, effectively. Like, hey, I'm here to be your teacher, and these are my parameters, and da-da-da-da-da. Chiaki is a lot more three-dimensional. She has multiple layers to her. It would make sense that she feels a lot more realistic because she was based off of a real person. Usami was created from scratch. Chiaki... Ooh. I've said before, I think that the Future Foundation is those people. I'm not going to say their names because I want to forget that they exist, or at least some of them. Yeah, I think the Future Foundation is Byakuya Togami, Toko, What's-Her-Face, Aoi Asahina, and Hair McGee. Can't remember his name at all. And that was it. Those were the only survivors. There were no other survivors from the first Killing School game. Those were the only 4. I think it's them. Probably using some of Chihiro's code. I mean, they would probably know these students. If they were all at Hope's Peak at the same time, it makes sense that they would know this class. Yeah, the more I'm talking about it, the more I think it makes sense that, okay, we have Usami to act as their teacher and all of this, but you know, students, they're more likely to talk to other students. If they have a problem, they're more likely to talk amongst each other rather than going to the weird rabbit teacher. And if there was a member of the class that died, that rather than trying to create a believable personality, a believable person, just recreate them. I'm gonna put a pin in that. Was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
Woo-hoo-hoo! I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? That's not a yes or no. That's deflection. If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right? Again, he's not saying he's done that. He's saying it would be alright if he did that. He's not saying whether he has or he hasn't.
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that? And again, he's not saying whether he does or he doesn't. You'd imagine he would, considering he has access to the full simulation, but...
You're getting all riled up!
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say, I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No!
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different.
Shing!
After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yup. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No!
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well,
Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. Poo. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. He's clearly talking about Hair McGee. He's clearly talking about him. There's no one else. There's no one else at all.
Huh?
Reminds you. I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person,
Man,
they must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
well,
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
you don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. This is interesting. This so far has been the best bit of the chapter for me. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the escape section and playing as Nagito before. But like I said in the last episode, 30 minutes of a 12 and a bit hour chapter, that doesn't make up for me. No. This is genuinely really quite interesting. Okay, what have we learned? What have we learned? I think Chiaki is based off a real person. That would explain why there would be a profile for her. Because I don't necessarily think that was fake, because Monokuma never said whether he did or he didn't. He confirmed that he's known who the traitor is the entire time, but he never said, oh yeah, and I faked the profile. He gave a kind of like, oh, well, if I did do that, then it'd be okay, but he never said he actually did it. So I think Chiaki was based off a real person. Here's the... This to me sounds like a mass suicide speech. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't think he could actually convince everyone to end themselves, but it's what he said, like, oh, I've discovered the true despair of this island, and if I can end it, then I'll become the true hope, and everyone on this island is an agent of despair. I am convinced of that. I am so totally, completely convinced of that. And if that is the case, if he's saying, like, oh, I can kill all of the despair on this island, then he's talking about killing everyone. I highly doubt that's gonna happen, because I said this very early on in the series, the Danganronpa games, or at least the first one, it was all about hope overcoming despair. That was like the message of the game, that no matter how dire things are, hope will always win. And I can't see them changing that. I can't see them going like, okay, hope won in the first, but in this one, despair will win. And it's going to end on a really sad, bummed out note. I just can't see them doing that. I think it will have the same kind of formula of like, okay, things are going to look really bad, but then they're all going to pull together and, you know, they're going to have like one last, hey, fuck you, despair, we're going to be hopeful, hey. And I think they're going to leave the simulation having learned some stuff, and, you know, we get like, oh, there's a bright new future and the world and blah, 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 will appreciate every day as it comes, or some bullshit like that. You know, it's going to be like the end of Christmas Carol. I'm going to appreciate every Christmas for what it is. I'm going to appreciate my life for what it is. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a Christmas Carol ending, okay? Like, so I highly doubt Nagito is going to kill everyone on the island. Like, I don't think he's actually going to do that. But from what he's saying, I'm like, this sounds like a I'm going to kill everyone speech. I don't trust it. I'll become true hope. He's gone. He's gone. He's fucked it. He's gonna kill everyone, or he's gonna try to at least. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. Hair McGee. Talking about Hair McGee. That's who him is. Hair McGee. I've forgotten his name. What was his name? Hero! That was it. Yasuhiro Hair McGee. That was it. Yeah, 100%. Woo hoo hoo. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Five days left.
Danganronpa.
And there we have the end of chapter 4. Ooh. Oh no, the Hellhound earring! You have obtained a present, Hellhound earring. My heart, it breaks. Yeah, we can save. Why not? Oh. Here's the thing. If he's waiting for anyone, it has to be Junko. It has to be. Because who else would he be waiting for? Who else could they name drop? There isn't anyone. Like, if it isn't Junko, then it's going to be like, oh, like, here's who we were waiting for. It's Barbara. Who the hell is Barbara? Who is this? Like, there's no one. There is absolutely no one that they could be like, and this was them, and it'd get, like, any kind of reaction other than, who is they? Like, what is... Barbara, you're right. Who are you, mate? Like, what's going on? It has to be Junko. It has to be Junko. There has to be a version of Junko in the simulation. We saw at the end of Trigger Happy Havoc, Monokuma woke up, which would imply that Junko had done something. She had access to alter ego for God knows how long. And again, if you could create a version of Junko within the simulation, why couldn't you create a version of Chiaki, or whoever Chiaki was? After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant.
Jeez.
You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool!
I didn't like that. That was Nekomaru! He dead! He dead! But also I don't like that. It's the robot synth thing. I don't... This'll sound really stupid. It reminds me of the Cybermen from Doctor Who. They are the only enemy in that show that genuinely scares me. Like, the Daleks, I'm not scared of them. Weeping Angels, I love the Weeping Angels. I think they're great. I don't think they're scary in the slightest. The only enemies on Doctor Who that have ever genuinely scared me were the Empty Child from the series that was... It was the first series of the... You know, like, once the show got going again with Christopher Eccleston, he was the kid in the gas mask going, "Are you my mummy?" I'm like, no, fuck that. Fuck that noise, that's demented, it's demonic. And the Cybermen, they are the only enemies that have ever scared me, and so hearing that synth, I'm like, oh, no. No, thank you. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this for... No! No, I thought my voice was safe! What the fuck?
Stupid fool! Get it together!
Oh my!
Huh? Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru! That was Coach Nekomaru's voice!
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
The fuck have you done? The fuck have you done?
I'll beat you up!
What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you... Wonderful. It's all falling apart. 1 second, I'm gonna take a sip. It's the shock. It's the shock of that voice. What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I am starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant. Sonia's just like, I can't be arsed with this.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru Teru was.
Ah!
Don't ignore me! I'm trying to talk to you about something important!
Huh?
Important?
All right.
I hope you made that out of Nekomaru's parts and not his head. Cause that's a bit weird. Just like, hey, I brought you your friend's decapitated head. Like, I don't know what to make of that. This! It took me all night to make it.
My!
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll. I'm Minimaru.
Okay.
Huh?
Minimaru. I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? On one hand, it is really nice to see Kazuichi doing something that involves his talent. But still, this is just weird. I'm much confused. Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it frickin' adorable?
Are you serious?
Oh!
Thanks.
It's so cute! Thanks, I'll keep it.
Well...
Huh? I never said anything about giving it away. Were you just gonna keep it for yourself? Who looks at their dead friend's body and is like, I can make something out of that? Kazuichi?
I'll beat you up!
Akane, that's not how stuff works! The pair of you! Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Whoa!
Whoa, hey now, that's a bully's logic. I mean, how many times has Akane threatened to beat people up? Let's be honest.
Man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again...
Engines revving!
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away.
Huh.
I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
She didn't think jack shit of it. She wasn't listening, she was eating. Miss Sonia, what did you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my!
Sonia, I love you, bitch. I love you. Oh, did you say something?
Are you kidding me?
What? I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Minimaru.
I mean, as long as it wants to voice itself, I'm happy. I can't be doing that voice anymore.
Man.
I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right!
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
You serious?
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Of course!
Of course, I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Akane looks really happy.
Hey.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do.
You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
Well.
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. He's plotting to kill everyone. I'm just saying. I don't think he's actually gonna succeed. But... I'm not gonna lie, what I could see happening is he tries to kill someone and they just overpower him. I could see this being like a Sayaka Leon situation. And that might be a nice way to bring it full circle. But I'm really quite concerned that at some point we're gonna go into his cottage and it's just gonna be like a murder map. You know, like with plans and red string, and it's gonna be fucking weird. Like, I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know.
Hey!
Then that's even more reason why we should avoid him.
But still...
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us?
Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of? He's figured out that you're a hose. You're a hose of despair and he cannot handle that shit.
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? They want to know about you being a reserve course student. You know what Nagito said during the trial. You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Hey, bastard!
What did he mean by except for Hajime? He outright said that Hajime was a reserve course student. Have you all forgotten about that?
Huh?
Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve course student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. What's so bad about being just a normal person? Normal people get shit done. Is that all? What? That's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that again. Yeah, they don't give a shit. Why would they? It's not something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Hajime is wrong for feeling like this. Hajime has every right to feel confused and... I don't know if betrayed is the right word, but you know, he thought this entire time that he was an ultimate. He thought that... In a way, you could say that he thought he had a destiny, that he was destined for greatness. and all of a sudden that rug has been pulled right out from under his feet, he should feel hurt. He should absolutely feel like, okay, what is my place here? Like, this just feels wrong. I'm really upset about it. Like, he has every right to feel that way. I'm not having a go at him for feeling upset. I'm just saying that no one is going to give a shit. The only person who gives a shit is Nagito, and he's being a dick about it. Everyone else is just, oh, okay, you're just a person. You're a normal person. Like, good stuff. We thought it was something terrible. Like, I guess just in short, please don't mistake me saying, like, this is no big deal. They don't care. Like, they like Hajime as he is. Like, I'm not saying that to put Hajime down or out like that. I think it's very reasonable, expected that he would feel upset. I'm not having a go at him in the slightest. I'm just, if anything, I'm actually quite relieved that everyone, aside from Nagito, is like, hey, oh, that's it, that was it, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness it was just that. Like, they're all being quite lovely to him. But yeah, this was expected, in my opinion. I think Hajime is going to have the biggest reaction out of everyone because it does affect him. His future has just been torn away from him, or at least what he thought his future was. Yeah. It's not something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. Yeah, he feels like he's talentless. I would say it's not that he feels like he's a normal person. That's how they're seeing it. Like, oh, you're just a normal person. But I think it's more the fact that he doesn't feel normal. He feels like he is talentless. And those are two very different feelings. I think he probably feels a great deal of shame, a great deal of helplessness. I'm glad that this isn't being brushed over. I'm very glad that Hajime is having a reaction, that he didn't just go, oh, I'm a reserve course student. Better get on with it. Like, I'm very happy that he is having this emotional response. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. But, shit! My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. And I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department. It matters to him. I get that she's trying to be helpful, but telling someone to cheer up when they are rightfully feeling upset isn't helpful. It's just undermining them. I think a better way to have put this would have been to say, like, Hajime, I understand that you're upset, but it doesn't matter to us if you're from the reserve department. I understand that it matters to you, but I just want you to know that we don't view you as being any different. You're one of us. You're one of us now. It doesn't matter which department you belong to. I think that would have been a better way to word that. Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
Of course!
She is right.
No matter what, you are our friend. Sonia gets it. Sonia's putting it in a decent way. You know, there is a saying in Japan.
Listen!
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey!
The hell? You're saying that all wrong. Why are you covered in blood, Usami? Usami, what happened to you? I guess we're gonna find out
out what happened to Usami in the next episode. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.